My CEO girlfriend is drop-dead gorgeous, but I never worry about other men eyeing her, because on the very first day we got together, I told her, if you ever betray me, I will leave you forever. The moment she hears this, Serena is instantly on edge. She immediately cuts ties with every man around her. She never attends social events, and even keeps a 30-foot distance from any man when she goes out, until her best friend's younger brother shows up. That is when this hard-won peace shatters. The two of them share an instant electric attraction, crossing the line again and again, even planning a secret wedding behind my back. Serena thinks she can keep this buried forever, but I still catch on. I go straight to my girlfriend's best friend Vivian. Since your brother stole my girlfriend, why don't you marry me instead? Our wedding will be on the exact same day as theirs. Hearing this, Vivian raises her eyes slightly, then slowly stands and walks away. The light in my eyes dies instantly. This reaction does not surprise me. After all, Vivian is the ice queen of our social circle, and I have already braced myself for rejection. But the very next second, a cool voice falls into my ears. If that day truly comes, I will marry you. The moment her words land, the woman vanishes from the restaurant. I freeze. It takes me a long moment to snap out of it. She actually said yes. I steady myself, stand up, and am about to leave. Then my pupils shrink. The restaurant door swings open nearby. My girlfriend Serena walks in holding hands with a young man. He cuts her steak for her, fixes her hair, even dabs her lips with a napkin. Every move is practiced, effortless. But today is our 7-year anniversary. On my phone, the message Serena sent not long ago stings. Ethan, I'm working late today. Don't wait up for me. I watch this scene in silence. A faint smile creeps across my lips. Once, it was she who used the most burning love to crack open my frozen heart. 7 years together, and she spoiled me rotten. I once believed we would be in love forever, until Jaden appeared, her best friend's younger brother. She showers Jaden with affection and protection, and because of some ridiculous game, she plans a fake wedding with Jaden behind my back. Someone in our circle secretly tips me off. I want to confront her, but outside the private room I overhear her chatting with her friends. Serena, you're not the type to just do whatever a game tells you. Don't tell me you actually fell for Jaden. Serena stays completely silent. The whole room erupts. You really fell for Jaden. What about Ethan? Didn't you used to love him to death? Serena's low voice drifts out slowly. 7 years. Even the hottest guy gets boring after 7 years. This fake wedding is just a beautiful dream I'm giving myself. Once the dream ends, I'll go back to Ethan and keep being his devoted, perfect girlfriend. Thinking about this, I wipe my tears, refuse to look at them again, and turn to leave. The first thing I do is gather every memento from our 7 years together. I throw all of it into the trash without hesitation. Just as I turn to go back inside, I run straight into Serena, who has just come home. Ethan, what did you just throw away? I look at her calmly. Some trash. Serena thinks nothing of it and pulls me into her arms. It's cold out. Why aren't you wearing more? The moment she finishes, she quickly takes off her coat and drapes it over me. I am about to push it away, when my hand brushes a pocket and pulls out a few strawberry candies. Serena sees this and lets out a helpless little laugh. He loves sweets, so I always keep some on me. The kid has such a sweet tooth, just like you used to, Ethan. I twitch the corners of my mouth, say nothing, and walk silently back inside. The next day, Serena and I are eating breakfast. The housekeeper watches us with a warm smile. Mr. Jung, did you two have a nice anniversary yesterday? Serena's body stiffens instantly, as if it has only just hit her. Panic flashes across her face. I'm sorry, Ethan, there was too much going on at work yesterday. I forgot. I do not expose her lie. I just smile softly and say, it's fine. Seeing my reaction, Serena feels even more guilty. She jumps up and calls her assistant, cancel all my meetings today. Then she murmurs something else into the phone. After hanging up, she walks over and says gently, let me make up for yesterday's anniversary today. You've always wanted to see a meteor shower, right? I'll take you. On the way up, the entire mountain road is lined with string lights glowing warmly. When we reach the top, the summit is already surrounded by fresh flowers flown in from somewhere. A long dining table sits at the center, candles flickering, the food exquisite. Clearly, Serena had someone set all this up. But there is no smile on my face. And Serena does not even notice, because she has been busy the whole time, her head down, texting someone on her phone. When I glance over, she turns to the side and says softly, some work stuff I need to handle online. Be good, don't be mad at me. But my sharp eyes catch Jaden's profile picture. It is a selfie of his, unmistakable. As the meteor shower is about to begin, Serena is setting up a tent. Her phone, left to the side, keeps buzzing nonstop. Annoyed, I pick it up and type in my own birthday. Incorrect passcode flashes across the screen. My fingers tremble. She used this password for 7 years, and now it has been changed. I lower my lashes, try Jaden's birthday, and sure enough, the phone unlocks. The first thing I see is her chat with Jaden. The entire afternoon, she has been right here with me, yet her conversation with Jaden never stopped. Just then, a new message pops up from him. Serena, I miss you so much. Seeing Serena walking this way, I darken the screen and hand it back. Your phone kept going off. Serena freezes for a second, carefully studying my expression. Once she confirms nothing is off, she takes the phone and sees Jaden's I miss you. Her expression tightens slightly. Then the sky is streaked with light after light. The meteor shower is here. After admiring the rare spectacle for 1 second, I close my eyes, press my palms together, and start to make a wish. I do not actually have a wish. I am making a bet. A bet on these few seconds while my eyes are closed. Is she wishing alongside me, or is she thinking about Jaden, who just said he misses her? I silently count down in my head. When I reach 1, I open my eyes. She is already gone. My phone buzzes. It is a hurried message from Serena. Ethan, I'm sorry. Something urgent came up. I have to go. Can you watch the rest on your own this time? I'll be with you next time. Reading these words, I let out a bitter, self-mocking laugh. No need. I will never need you by my side again. The meteor shower ends completely. I walk down the mountain alone. Serena took the car. The location is remote. There is no way to get a ride. I can only walk. I do not know how long I walk. By the time I get home, my feet are a bloody mess. But I take off my shoes without any expression, clean the wounds with alcohol, and bandage myself up. Serena comes home right as she sees this. Her face changes instantly. She rushes over. Ethan, how did you do this to yourself? I casually explain what happened. Serena's breath catches. She apologizes immediately. It's all my fault. There was something really important I had to deal with, so I left in a rush. I completely forgot to send a driver for you. As she speaks, she crouches down, places both of my feet on her knees, and gently, carefully tends to my wounds. Staring at the top of her dark hair, I think silently, so going to see Jaden counts as something really important in her heart. Back then, I went to another city for dance training. Because I was too talented, my roommate shut me out completely. One day it was snowing hard. When I called her, something in my voice was off. She picked up on it instantly and asked, "What happened?" My eyes turned red. I hid the truth on instinct. Nothing. I just miss you. Serena said nothing at the time. But the next day she showed up outside my dormitory, carrying a breakfast that was still warm. The moment I saw her, I was overjoyed. I asked how she could possibly be here. She just smiled and held me. My boy missed me, so of course I came. In that moment, I cried so hard I could not speak. But now, that same love has shifted to someone else. I take a deep breath and pull my legs back. It's late. Let's sleep. Hearing this, she pauses for a moment, then wraps her arms around me. Her warm lips lean in, but I instinctively turn my face away and push her off. Serena stops, assuming it is because of my injuries. She thinks nothing more of it, lies down beside me, and pulls me into her arms. After a moment, her low voice comes. "Tomorrow is Jaden's birthday. He invited both of us." I stay silent, saying nothing. Seeing that I want to refuse, Serena's tone grows even softer. "Jaden really likes you. I know you don't like going out unless it's for a dance tour, but just make an exception this once, for him." The bedside lamp goes dark. I close my eyes, knowing that refusing would be pointless. Jaden's birthday gala is grand. Glamorous guests mingle over champagne. The moment we arrive, Jaden sprints over, hooks his arm through mine affectionately, and says, "Ethan, I thought you wouldn't come. I'm such a huge fan of yours. Your eternal green piece is still used as a teaching example at our academy. My dream is to become a dazzling dancer just like you." At this point, he blushes and glances at Serena. "And to find a girlfriend as amazing as Serena." I discreetly pull my hand free. I can't speak to the first wish, but the second one? "You'll definitely make that happen." Serena's chest tightens instantly. "Ethan, what do you mean by that?" I look at her with a smile that does not reach my eyes. "Don't you have plenty of great girlfriends? They must be just as impressive as you. Just set Jaden up with one of them." Jaden bites his lip, then breaks into a bright smile. "Oh yes, please. Thank you in advance, Serena." The instant those words leave his mouth, the woman's face goes dark. "You're too young. No dating." I catch the jealousy in her eyes but say nothing. After that, Serena pours almost all of her attention onto Jaden. When Jaden raises a glass of wine to his lips, she presses his hand down. "No drinking. You know you can't handle it." When he gets a little too close to another woman, she pulls him straight into her arms. "Do you even know what she's after? Don't lean on her. Stay within 10 feet of me." Outside the crowd, I let out a self-mocking laugh, swirling my glass carelessly. My presence is like a rose swaying gracefully, drawing more than a few stares. Several women can no longer hold back and approach me for my number. One of Serena's friends nudges her with an elbow. "Serena, look over there. Aren't you going to do something? Your boyfriend is so popular. If you don't step in soon, someone's going to steal him." Serena only gives a casual glance. He won't go anywhere. I'm not far from him. Hearing this, I let out a quiet laugh, then reject every woman in front of me without expression. As the crowd thins out, I happen to spot a girl standing in front of Jaden, grabbing his hand and flirting. She has not even finished her opening line when she is kicked 3 feet away. The entire ballroom goes silent, every eye snapping toward the scene. Serena's face is ice cold as she yanks Jaden into her arms. "Touch what's mine, and you're dead." Then, right in front of everyone, she takes Jaden's hand and drags him away. Every face in the room wears a different expression. Whispers begin to ripple through the crowd. I do not want to face this scene. I steady my emotions and head for the restroom. But on my way out, I catch Serena holding Jaden close, warning him in a low voice, "From now on, if anyone asks for your number, you refuse. Got it?" Jaden's eyes gleam with amusement. He asks on purpose, "Why, Serena?" Her eyes darken. Her voice drops. "Because I don't like it. Why don't you like it?" He pushes for an answer. The two of them stare at each other. The tension is unmistakable. After a long moment, Serena presses her forehead against Jaden's. "I don't like it because I don't like it. If you dare say yes to anyone, I can't promise what I'll do." Only then does Jaden smile, satisfied. "Fine, I get it. But admit it, you're the jealous type." She says nothing. Instead, she pulls out a pink diamond necklace called the Heart of True Love from her pocket, clasps it around his neck, and holds him as if he were the most precious thing in the world. "Yes, I'm the jealous type, and I'm yours alone." I watch this scene in silence. I force myself to turn away, to not watch what comes next. The gala does not end until late, and only then do Serena and Jaden appear. As Jaden sees us off, Serena suddenly remembers something and asks softly, "It's your birthday. How come Vivian didn't show up?" Jaden blinks, then shakes his head. "I don't know. Vivian's been really busy lately." Serena frowns. "What could possibly keep her so busy that she'd skip your birthday?" Jaden pouts, looking hurt. "You know I can't tell her what to do. I'm only her stepbrother." Serena does not think much of it. She ruffles his hair. "Don't be scared of her. If anything comes up, just come to me." Watching the two of them flirt like this, I keep my mouth shut the entire time. After they finally say goodbye, I flag down a cab. We've both been drinking. We can't drive. It's too late to call the driver. "Let's just take a cab home." Serena has no objections, and we get in. On the ride, I drift off from the alcohol, while Serena keeps her eyes glued to her phone, texting someone with undeniable tenderness in her eyes. When we get home, Serena steps out first. As I am about to get out, the driver stops me. "Hey young man, you should keep an eye on your girlfriend. She's got something going on." I nod and manage a calm smile. I know she's seeing someone else. She's about to get married actually, but it's fine. I've got someone too, and our wedding is on the same day. I ignore the driver's stunned face, turn toward the villa, then pull out my phone on a second thought. I text Vivian, "How are the wedding preparations going?" Seconds later, her reply comes back. "That eager to marry me?" I am completely stunned. Is this really something Vivian would say? She is actually flirting with me. I stand frozen for a long time, unable to think of a response. Serena is at the front door, looking at me with a puzzled expression. "Ethan, why aren't you coming in?" I snap back to reality, fumble to lock my phone, and hurry inside. After my shower, I curl up under the blankets, staring at my chat with Vivian for a long time. I finally type, I'm just afraid you won't show up. A few seconds later, she replies with a voice message, don't worry, I'll be right on time to pick you up. Her magnetic voice makes me cover my burning ears. Serena walks out of the bathroom, a smile in her dark eyes. Who were you just talking to? She clearly heard a woman's voice. I quickly darken my phone and shove it under the pillow. Nobody. The obvious cover-up stirs a quiet unease in Serena. She slowly leans in, pressing herself over me, asking for a kiss. But once again I push her away, wrap myself in the blanket and turn my back to her. I haven't been sleeping well lately. Maybe you should sleep in the guest room. Faced with this distance, Serena panics. She hugs me from behind. Ethan, did I do something wrong? Can we talk about it? Please don't do this to me. I'm only human. Every time you reject me it feels like a death sentence. I let out a silent, scornful laugh. I am about to speak when Serena's phone suddenly rings. She frowns, about to decline the call, but when she sees the caller ID, she steps aside to answer. On the other end, a fragile, pitiful voice comes through. Serena, I had a nightmare. Can you come be with me? Her heart softens instantly. She murmurs, don't be scared. I'll be right there. After she hangs up, Serena grabs her jacket. Ethan, something urgent came up at the company. I have to go. I know exactly what is going on, but I do not call her out. She does not come home for 3 straight days. She only texts me, saying she has an important project keeping her busy and will be back in a few days. Then one day, the doorbell rings. I open the door to find a sharply dressed woman. Mr. Zhang, hello, I'm Miss Shen's executive assistant, and Miss Shen asked me to take you to try on suits. Are you available today? I pause for a moment, then nod. Vivian is thorough in everything she does. She has already pre-selected several suits that would look good on me. So at the shop, all I need to do is try them on one by one and pick the one I like best. I am not sure if it is because Vivian's taste is just that impeccable, but every single one feels tailor-made for me. Just as I cannot decide, a familiar voice comes from outside. I look up and see Jaden walking in arm in arm with Serena. Jaden stops in front of a suit, his eyes sparkling as he looks at her. What do you think of this suit? I'll wear it on the wedding day. What do you say? Serena's eyes crinkle with a smile, pure adoration on her face. Whatever you want. Jaden's grin widens. He is about to carry the suit into change when he turns and freezes. Ethan? At the sound of the familiar name, Serena's breath hitches. She spins around and finds me standing across the room in a deep navy suit, too striking to look away from. She charges over in disbelief, her dark eyes sharp with suspicion. Ethan, why are you here? And why are you wearing a suit? I free my hand from hers and calmly fire back. And you? Weren't you busy with a project? What are you doing here? Her expression stiffens for a second. I finished up, so I came to help Jaden pick out his outfit. Inside, her panic keeps growing. She is about to press me further when Jaden walks over, his eyes already red. Serena, does Ethan want to marry you so badly that he came here to try on suits on purpose? Maybe we should just call off the game punishment. In a few days we can just... Before he can finish, Serena's face turns cold and she cuts him off. No, this was decided a long time ago. Then her tone softens as she turns to me, coaxing, Ethan, I know you really want to get married, but we've been together so long. We're only one piece of paper away from being married. It'll happen sooner or later. I'll get it done, so don't rush, okay? A wave of bitter irony hits me. I do not explain. I simply go along with her. No rush. I'm only wearing a suit because I happened to walk by and thought they looked nice. I've tried them on, so I'll head out now. You two carry on. I change out of the suit and step outside. The assistant is waiting for me right away. Mr. Jiang, did any of them work for you? I nod. The last one I tried on. Report back to Miss Shen. I can get home on my own. The second the car pulls away, Serena and Jaden happen to walk out of the shop. Serena frowns and quickly comes to my side. Ethan, who were you just talking to? That woman looked a lot like Vivian's assistant. I brush it off casually. She was just asking for directions. Serena still feels something is off. She furrows her brow, about to push further, when Jaden cheerfully cuts in. Ethan, Serena bought me a yacht. We're throwing a party on it today. Why don't you come with us? A yacht? I cannot help but glance at Serena. Sure enough, guilt flickers across her face. I curl my lips into something between a smile and a smirk. You two go ahead. I'll pass. But just as I turn to leave, Jaden grabs my arm and stubbornly drags me into the car. The moment we board the yacht, the sea breeze brushes my face, carrying a taste of freedom. As soon as Jaden appears, the crowd of guests swarms over to him. Jaden, Miss Sue spoils you way too much. A yacht this luxurious, bought just like that and named after you? We're so jealous. Right? We've never heard of Miss Sue treating anyone this well. Jaden, you must be the only one. Does Miss Sue have feelings for Jaden? You two would make a great couple. As the comments go further and further off track, Serena's face darkens. What nonsense. I have a boyfriend. She quickly grabs my hand. Ethan, don't mind them. They're just joking. The moment Jaden hears Serena shut them down without hesitation, his smile freezes for a split second. What are you guys even talking about? Serena and Vivian are best friends. She only looks after me for Vivian's sake. An awkward silence hangs for a beat. Everyone quickly apologizes, then starts hyping up a party game to liven things up. I do not want to join, but Jaden pulls me in. Unbelievably, I lose the very first round. I draw a penalty card. It reads, tell a secret. I go silent for a long moment before speaking. In 5 days, something big is going to happen. Everyone's curiosity ignites. They press me for details. Under their eager stares, I have no intention of revealing the answer. Only Serena looks visibly uneasy. She grips my hand. Ethan, do you know something? I play dumb. Know what? She slowly releases my hand and stares deep into my eyes, reading every flicker on my face. After a long pause, she decides not to push any further. Perhaps it is because she keeps turning over my answer in her head. Serena stays distracted. After a few more rounds, she finally loses. Her penalty, kiss the man on her left. That man is Jaden. I pick up a glass. I'll drink instead. Everyone glances at Jaden, then starts chanting, no way! That doesn't count! The chanting grows louder. In the middle of the uproar, I suddenly stand. Everyone thinks I am angry and scrambles to react. Ethan, it's just a game. Don't be a sore loser. Exactly. This is totally normal for people our age. I sweep my gaze across every person in the room. I know most of them are Jaden's friends, clearly here to play wingmen for him. I say nothing. I merely twitch my lips, then step behind Serena and give her a push. Caught off guard, she loses her balance, stumbles straight toward Jaden and falls into his arms. Before she can even react, Jaden wraps his arms around her neck and shyly deepens the kiss. 3 seconds later, Serena snaps to her senses. She shoves him away and stares at me in disbelief. I just give a faint smile. They're right. It's just a game. A bet is a bet. Ignoring the shock in Serena's eyes, I continue. You guys keep playing. I'm going to get some air. With that, I walk straight out of the cabin and stand on the deck, staring at the endless ocean. I do not know how much time passes before a voice comes from behind. Ethan, you've known all along that Serena is throwing a fake wedding with me in 5 days, haven't you? I do not turn around. Perhaps my calm infuriates him. Jaden marches up to me. There's no way you can't see how much Serena likes me. On stage, I can't beat you, but when it comes to winning a woman over, you can't beat me. If I were you, I'd have given up a long time ago. Losing to a guy barely in his 20s? Don't you think that's pathetic? I finally raise my eyes to look at him. Jaden, if Serena truly loved you, why doesn't she just break up with me? Why throw a fake wedding with you instead? If you can get her to come break up with me, I'll step aside right now. As if I have struck his deepest nerve, Jaden's eyes fill with jealousy and resentment. He glances at the vast, boundless ocean, then grits his teeth. Fine, then let's find out once and for all who matters most in Serena's heart right now. With that, he shoves me off the deck into the sea, then grits his teeth and jumps in after me. I never expected Jaden to be this reckless. The sound of the splashes quickly reaches the cabin. Serena rushes out at full speed. She sees Jaden and me bobbing in the waves. Without a single second of hesitation, her first instinct is to rush toward Jaden, who is farther out. She wraps her arms around him and pulls him to shore, her eyes full of panic. She frantically checks Jaden's condition, barely sparing a single glance for me, still in the water. The endless ocean keeps crashing over me. I feel nothing but seawater filling my lungs and stomach. All I can see are the silhouettes of Serena and Jaden. At that moment, Jaden shoots me a triumphant look, then passes out completely. Serena cries out and frantically starts giving him mouth to mouth. From the water, I watch this scene with my own eyes. My struggling grows weaker. My cries for help fade to almost nothing. When I open my eyes again, I am staring at a stark white hospital ceiling. Seeing me awake, Serena, who has been sitting at my bedside, throws her arms around me. Her hands are trembling as if she almost lost something priceless. Ethan, you're finally awake. Thank God you're okay. Her voice cracks, and her concern seems genuine, but there is no emotion on my face. Seeing the calm, flat look in my eyes, Serena feels a sharp stab in her chest. She squeezes my hand tightly. Ethan, Jaden is just a young kid. He's fragile, and he can't swim. Every time I look at him, I see how you used to be. I didn't want him to get hurt. I panicked and saved him first. Hit me, yell at me, I don't care. Do whatever you want of me. Just don't shut me out. I look at her. My expression is still numb. He's fragile. Shouldn't you be taking care of him right now? Serena shakes her head quickly. He's fine. I only want to stay by your side right now, over the next few days, as if trying to make up for what she has done. Serena cancels all her work and stays glued to my side. On the day I am discharged, she has to leave for something. I go home alone. Serena does not come back until that evening. The first thing she does is hold me and hand me a plane ticket to Bali departing tomorrow. Ethan, you've wanted to visit Bali for ages, right? You've been down lately, so why not go and clear your head? I wanted to go with you, but something came up, so you'll have to go alone. I stare at the ticket. I know this is to get me out of the way so the fake wedding can go smoothly, but Serena, I am sorry. This time, things will not go the way you planned. We can never go back to the way we were, because on the day of your wedding, I will be getting married too. I let out a quiet laugh and take the ticket. Sounds great. Seeing me agree so easily, Serena lets out a huge sigh of relief. The next day, Serena takes me and my suitcase to the airport. Before I enter the terminal, she pulls me into an embrace to say goodbye. Just then, her phone rings. It is Jaden calling. Serena, the wedding's tomorrow. I'm so nervous. Hearing this, Serena immediately covers the phone, whispers something, then hangs up. Inside the terminal, the boarding announcement echoes through the hall. I wave goodbye to Serena with my suitcase in hand. But what the woman does not know is that the very second her car pulls away, I walk right back out of the airport, tear the ticket to shreds, and take a cab to a hotel. Then I text Vivian an address. This is where you'll pick me up tomorrow. On the morning of the wedding, I am about to put on my suit when Serena calls. Ethan, have you landed in Bali? How's the scenery? I'm here. It's beautiful. I drop my bathrobe and slip into my suit, answering calmly. Hearing the rustle of fabric through the phone, a flicker of doubt crosses Serena's mind. Ethan, what are you doing? I smile. I am about to answer when a bridesmaid calls out to her, Serena, it's time for the wedding. Her heart clenches. She instinctively hangs up, then quickly fires off a text. Sorry, Ethan. I accidentally hung up. Have fun over there. I'll come get you once I'm done. I reply calmly. Take your time. Seeing no suspicion from me, Serena finally relaxes. After hanging up, I finish putting on my suit and fix my look. Outside the hotel, a line of luxury cars is parked out front. Vivian stands tall and poised beside the lead Rolls-Royce, her gown perfectly tailored. When she sees me appear, the corner of her lips lifts. Mr. Jiang, I'm here to marry you. My face flushes red. Determined not to be outdone, I take her hand with confidence. Mrs. Jiang, I look forward to spending the rest of my life with you. We climb into the wedding car and the convoy rolls out in full glory. Halfway there, another wedding convoy approaches from the opposite direction. Both lead cars stop in unspoken agreement to let the two brides exchange bouquets. The windows roll down slowly. In the opposite car, Serena and I lock eyes. The woman's stunned pupils shrink to pinpoints. Ethan, how is it you? Stop the car, she screams. But Vivian simply signals the driver with her eyes to keep driving. Both convoys speed forward without looking back. Serena is still staring out the window in a daze. Jaden calls her name several times, but she does not respond. Only as my wedding car disappears into the distance does she slowly sit back. Jaden bites his lip, uneasy. Serena, did you see wrong just now? Ethan is supposed to be in Bali. How could he be in a wedding car? Could you have imagined it? I look too. That groom just looks a little like Ethan. You must have been mistaken. Then he glances at the pink bouquet in Serena's hands with disappointment. Too bad. We didn't get double the luck. Serena is not entirely sure, but she can only comfort herself with Jaden's words. After all, she personally put me on the plane. There should be no way. She forces down the dread inside her, manages a thin smile, and squeezes Jaden's hand. You already have the bouquet I prepared specially for you. That's more than enough luck. As the convoy draws closer to the ceremony, the unease in Serena's chest only grows louder. Deep inside, one thought keeps screaming at her. Go back. Just one look, to see if that groom was really Ethan. Just one look. The convoy stops. Countless romantic petals drift through the air. Nearly half of the city's high society has turned up for this wedding. Many of them are not even sure if the person Serena is marrying is actually her boyfriend. Amid a sea of congratulations, Jaden takes her hand and walks her toward the officiant, one step at a time. But with every step, Serena's heart swells with regret. She looks at Jaden beaming beside her, and something feels deeply wrong, as though the person standing next to her should not be Jaden, but me. The moment this thought surfaces, Serena stops walking. Jaden tugs at her sleeve. Serena, what's wrong? She shakes her head, slightly dazed. Nothing. She keeps walking but repeats to herself over and over. Today is just a beautiful dream she is giving herself. Tomorrow, everything will go back to normal. Ethan will fly to Bali to be with me. We will be just the way we used to be. But when the officiant asks if she is willing to take the person before her as her husband, Serena's lips tremble again and again. Yet she cannot produce a single syllable. Somewhere along the way, Jaden's face blurs and merges with mine in her eyes. Only then does she force out those three words. I do. Keeping a flawless smile, Jaden says, Serena, I'm so happy I get to marry you today. I really am. He pulls her into his arms, his eyes curved with joy, but Serena dodges his gaze and lets out a quiet hum. The newlyweds may now kiss! The officiant barely finishes before Serena's friends start cheering. In the middle of all the noise, Jaden gently closes his eyes, his lashes quivering with nerves. But she feels no desire to kiss him. For some reason, she thinks of me once more. Serena glances down at the crowd instinctively, scanning the faces. Vivian is absent again. She has lost count of how many times this has happened. Vivian has seemed busy for a while now. None of her other friends know what Vivian has been up to. Yet lately, her face always carries a faint little smile, something the old Vivian would never have shown. And that voice from Ethan's phone the other night sounded a lot like Vivian. Before she can think any further, Jaden's eyes well up with tears. Serena, aren't you going to kiss me? Everyone is watching. Serena snaps back. She watches the boy lean in slowly and hurriedly closes her eyes, bracing for a sweet kiss. But the next second, she instinctively presses her lips to his thumb instead. Before Jaden can even register what happened, she has already let go and pulled away. No one else notices. They just keep cheering and clapping, celebrating the couple's happiness. When the officiant announces the next part of the ceremony, Serena suddenly speaks up. Today's wedding ends here. The moment her words drop, she bolts from the venue, desperate to confirm the thought burning inside her. The crowd erupts in confusion. Whispers about what just happened ripple through the air, every one of them pouring into Jaden's ears. His face turns white as paper. Serena! It is not just Jaden who calls out. Her friends do too. Her steps falter for a beat, but she does not look back. Everyone knows the beautiful dream has shattered for good. Jaden collapses to the ground in despair, tears soaking his suit. No one feels sorry for him. His mind holds only one thought, to find me. She cannot wait another second. Serena floors the car and calls her assistant. Look something up for me. Everyone getting married in the city today. Who's holding a wedding on the same scale as mine? Where is it? Find out now. The assistant scrambles to comply and pulls in a team to search. Meanwhile, Serena drives back the way she came, scanning every possible wedding venue along the road. After what feels like forever, the assistant calls back. Miss Su, the only match is Miss Shen Vivienne. Her wedding is at Chenin Manor. The groom appears to be Mr. Jiang. Before the assistant even finishes, Serena's phone slams into the dashboard. The car screeches to the side of the road. Even without those words, she knows. Vivian and I got married today. Because we are standing right outside the civil affairs office, bright red marriage certificates in our hands. Ethan! She forces the name out from deep in her throat. She throws open the car door, eyes blazing red, and slams it shut behind her. She storms up and plants herself in front of Vivian and me, fists clenched white. I immediately step in front of Vivian, my tone ice cold. Serena, what are you doing here? Watching my guarded stance and distant attitude, Serena feels her heart ripped apart. She laughs bitterly, her eyes still burning. Ethan, I should be the one asking you that. Aren't you supposed to be in Bali? Why are you at the civil affairs office marrying her? I'm your girlfriend. Do I not exist to you? She grabs my shoulders, screaming until her voice breaks. The next second, Vivian laces her fingers through mine. With her free hand, she peels Serena's fingers off me, one by one. I'm sorry, Serena. Ethan is my husband now. We have the certificate. And you are nothing. She pulls me back into her arms with an air of absolute authority. I lean into her naturally, glaring at Serena. Seeing this, Serena's eyes burn with rage. Her best friend and her boyfriend have both betrayed her. The pain is so sharp that her lips tremble. After a long silence, she manages to deceive herself. Ethan, Vivian, stop messing with me. This is a fake marriage to trick me, right? Ethan, did you find out something? I was wrong. It's all my fault. But please don't punish me like this. I can't take it. Please, I look at her. There is not a single ripple left in my heart. Stop fooling yourself, Serena. We're done. I'm married. As you can see, Vivian is my wife. Stop lying to me. Serena still cannot believe it. Ethan, I only love you. You know that. She tries to step forward and hold me. The very next second, a sharp slap cracks across her face. Are you done, Serena? Congratulations on your wedding. And congratulations on mine. Isn't this what you wanted? I gave you your beautiful dream. Isn't this exactly what you asked for? What are you sad about? What do you regret? Your Jaden is the one who should be heartbroken. Our wedding was perfect today. I wonder how yours went. Every sentence strikes Serena like a bolt of lightning, hitting her at her core. She stands frozen, unable to form any expression. You knew everything. The moment she says this, an overwhelming wave of panic nearly drowns her. Why didn't he confront me? Has he already given up on me completely? Serena does not dare think further. I watch 2 lines of regretful tears roll down her face and let out a cold laugh. The moment you said you were throwing a wedding with Jaden, I knew everything. I knew you were tired of me. I knew you had fallen for him. So I let go and gave you my blessing. Didn't you have a wedding today? Where's Jaden? Why don't you two go ahead and get your marriage certificate right now? Make your fake wedding real. You don't have to suffer by my side anymore. My eyes hold nothing but cold indifference. Serena feels as if a knife is twisting in her chest. She scrambles to explain. Ethan, this isn't what you think. I still love you. I never planned to actually marry Jaden. It was just a penalty. My husband will only ever be you. Only you. How could I possibly get a certificate with him? You don't like Jaden? Then I'll never contact him again. You want to get married? Let's go right now. Please? Look, the civil affairs office is right here. Let's get our certificate. Let's pretend today never happened. Serena reaches for my hand and tries to pull me toward the office. Vivian grabs Serena's wrist and wrenches her hand off. Serena, I told you, Ethan and I are married. You have no chance. Give it up. She shields me behind her with absolute authority, then tilts her chin toward the space behind Serena. Your husband is right behind you, waiting. Hearing this, Serena instinctively turns around. Jaden stands there in his dirty, rumpled suit, his eyes swollen red from crying. It takes him a while to choke out the words, Serena, wasn't today our wedding? Why did you leave me there all alone? His small face is flushed with tears, utterly pitiful. Vivian frowns with impatience. She has always hated his crying. I, on the other hand, watch with genuine amusement, as if this is a play that has nothing to do with me. When Serena sees Jaden sobbing so pathetically, her heart softens for a moment. But the second she meets my detached spectator's gaze, she snaps out of it. Jaden, the wedding is over. The punishment from the game is over too. We need to go back to where we belong. Hearing this, Jaden's face fills with shock and disbelief, as if he never imagined she could be this heartless. Serena turns back to face me, looking me dead in the eye. Ethan, a marriage can always end in divorce. Can we please go inside and annul the certificate? Vivian gives her a lazy, sidelong glance. No. Serena, who do you think I am? The fury inside Serena only grows. She has been pushed to the edge again and again, nearly losing all reason. Vivian, what happens between Ethan and me is none of your business. I've been with him for so long. What gives you the right to take him? You don't even love him. Why would you marry him? I'm the one who should be his wife, the one who should spend a lifetime with him. She can no longer contain her rage. She throws a punch straight at Vivian. I instinctively try to block it, but the very next second, Vivian catches Serena's fist dead on with her bare hand. The two of them grapple, evenly matched. Every blow lands hard enough to make your teeth ache. But I step back, well clear of the fight. As long as Vivian is not losing, I have no reason to step in. Otherwise, the one getting hurt might be me. Just then, Jaden glares at me with bloodshot eyes. Serena is getting hit! Why aren't you stopping it? She's hurt! Don't you feel anything at all? How can you be so cold? I shoot him a look of pure contempt. If you care so much, go stop it yourself. Oh, by the way, the person hitting Serena is your sister. Whose side are you on? Jaden clenches his jaw. He only hesitates for 1 second before throwing himself in, shielding Serena with his body. Serena, he doesn't care about you, but I do. Vivian, hit me instead. Leave Serena alone. He instinctively shuts his eyes and wraps himself around Serena. But both Vivian and Serena are too far gone. Neither can pull back. Their blows land on Jaden at the same time. He feels like every organ inside him is being torn apart. Vivian, Serena, it hurts so much. Blood trickles from the corner of his mouth. Vivian shows not a shred of sympathy. She grabs him by the collar, lifts him with open disgust, and tosses him to the side of the road. Serena only manages one pained glance at Jaden before Vivian's fist connects with her body. The pain makes her suck in a sharp breath. After that, she can no longer afford to worry about Jaden lying on the ground. If it hurts, tough it out. If it's serious, find a doctor. Coming to me is useless. Vivian kicks Serena square in the knee and scoffs. Is this you admitting defeat? You think you can't take me, so now you need a doctor? Not a chance, Vivian. Ethan will only ever be mine. The words barely leave her mouth before they are at each other's throats again. They fight for what feels like forever. Both are covered in new wounds, their movements growing slower and smaller. Only then do I speak into my phone, giving brief instructions. Before long, 3 ambulances arrive and take all 3 of them away. I only get into Vivian's ambulance. Watching my figure disappear, Serena lies on the stretcher in despair, feeling a pain that cuts to the bone. She has truly lost me. When she wakes up again, no one is by her side. In the past, whenever she was hurt, I would refuse to leave her for even a second. But now, there is nothing. Serena smiles bitterly. The smile turns to tears. Suddenly, the hospital door swings open. A fair-skinned arm comes into view. Before Serena can even feel a flash of hope, Jaden's figure appears. Her excitement dies instantly. Jaden, why is it you? The smile on Jaden's face freezes, then quickly resets to normal. He puts on a caring expression. Serena, does it hurt? She turns her face, dodging his outstretched fingers. I'm fine. Aren't you hurt too? Focus on getting better. You don't need to take care of me. There's a nurse here. Jaden bites down on his lip, swallowing his pain. Carefully, he wraps Serena in his arms. I just want to spend a little more time with you. I can only relax when I see that you're okay. Ethan is already married, Vivian. What are you going to do? How could he do this after everything you've been through? After all those years together? He's already moved on. Do you still want to be with him? Can't you just look at me? He takes Serena's hand and presses it against his own chest. I'm not any less than Ethan. You have feelings for me too. I don't want to be just a little brother to you anymore. I want that wedding to be real. Can it be? Jaden gazes at her, almost begging. But all he gets back is a look full of regret. I'm sorry. I admit I had feelings for you once. But that's over now. I can't be with you. I will only ever belong to Ethan. Let's pretend that wedding never happened. Jaden, you're still young. You'll meet plenty of amazing women. But Jaden wraps his arms tightly around her waist. I'll never find anyone who makes my heart race the way you do. As he speaks, a flash crosses his eyes, as if he has made up his mind. Serena, don't you want Ethan back? You two loved each other for so many years. He can't have let go of you completely. How about this? I'll be your pawn. You treat me well. Ethan sees it and gets jealous, and then I'll explain that nothing ever happened between us. Before he can finish, Serena shoves him away. I will never cross that line again. And I certainly won't keep being good to you. I refuse to give Ethan any more reasons to be jealous or suspicious. This ends here. Her tone is as distant as it has ever been. Even as the boy in front of her cries pitifully, tears streaming down his face, she feels not a trace of sympathy. She simply looks away, staring out the window at the distant sky. She knows Ethan's character better than anyone. Once he has made a decision, no one can change his mind. He has decided to stop loving her. So how could he ever get jealous over Jaden again? Serena smiles bitterly. She finally sees the arrogant absurdity of what she has done. She was so sure of herself. She believed it was just one indulgence, that he would never find out. that even if he did, he would never leave her. But from beginning to end, the one who could never let go, the one who could never walk away, was her. How could she have forgotten that? This love story began because she pursued him. Serena covers her face. After a long silence, she finally speaks. Leave. From now on, don't contact me for any reason. After all, you're only my friend's little brother. Hearing this final severing sentence, Jaden's despair borders on madness. No, that's impossible. You loved me too. Why are you doing this? Weren't you tired of Ethan? Can't I give you the excitement you wanted? Whatever type you like, I can become it. Please don't do this to me. No matter how desperately he begs, Serena remains cold. Only after Jaden has cried until his voice is raw does she call for her bodyguards. Escort Mr. Shen home. From now on, without my permission, do not let him near me. The bodyguards receive their orders and immediately surround Jaden, ignoring his resistance. They drag him into a car. The room falls silent in an instant. Serena finally has time to sort through the mess inside her head. She knows she loves Ethan. She will never give up. So what if he got married? He can only be mine. He and Vivian are just a spur-of-the-moment thing. As long as he sincerely apologizes, I can always get him back. Suddenly, her phone buzzes. Serena instinctively types in my birthday to unlock it, but it does not open. Then it hits her. A while back, Jaden had pouted and begged her to change the passcode to his birthday. She did not think much of it and indulgently let him do it. But now the lock screen feels like it is mocking just how shallow her love really was. Her fingertips recoil as if burned. She hurries to change it back to my birthday, as if that alone could take them back to the beginning. Then she opens her messages and sees a batch of photos Vivian has sent. They are casual, everyday shots of the two of us, each one radiating undeniable closeness. Serena's hand tightens around the phone harder and harder until she hurls it with everything she has. It hits the floor with a thud, and the screen goes dead. Only then does she realize the phone still has all her photos of her and Ethan. She scrambles to pick it up, pressing the power button over and over. The photos. I have to save them, Serena murmurs, her whole body heavy with despair. The sudden movements tear at her wounds. Small cuts rip open again and start bleeding, but she could not care less. Only one thought fills her mind. She must keep every photo on that phone. She calls the bodyguards to bring a backup phone and sends the broken one for repair. She clutches her assistant's sleeve, anxious. Remember, I only have one demand. Save every single piece of data on that phone. The assistant nods repeatedly, confirming. Late that night, Serena has not a trace of sleep in her. Without even a hint of my presence beside her, she cannot so much as close her eyes. So she follows the pull deep in her heart, tiptoes out, and makes her way to Vivian's very important person hospital room. Through the glass in the door, she sees two people on the wide hospital bed. Vivian is still awake, gazing at me with tenderness, while I rest beside her, completely relaxed. Serena freezes. Vivian catches her eye through the glass, her look dripping with challenge, as if to say, Ethan is mine. Then, deliberately, Vivian presses a kiss to my forehead. Seeing it in photos was nothing compared to witnessing it with her own eyes. Serena does not even know how long she stands outside that door, until a nurse on rounds walks by. Miss, which room are you in? Why are you standing here? Your wounds have reopened, can't you feel it? Let me take you back to change your bandages. She gives a random room number and follows the nurse like a ghost of herself. She knows Vivian did it on purpose. On purpose to make her see that scene. On purpose to provoke her. On purpose to make her give up. But she refuses to let Vivian win. The next morning, a bodyguard knocks on her door. Miss Su, Mr. Jiang just went out and bought breakfast. He's heading toward the very important person ward now. The instant she hears this, Serena freshens up at lightning speed. As I walk by, she grabs me and pulls me into her room, locking the door behind us. Ethan, please don't be so heartless. I'm hurting too. Can't you take pity on me? As she speaks, she grabs my hand and pulls it toward her body, as if asking me to hit her, but the force is far too light, only tugging her hospital gown slightly aside. Her chin rests on my shoulder. I can hear her heartbeat, clear as day. Too close. This is not appropriate. The thought barely forms before a few cool tears soak through my shoulder, making me shudder involuntarily. But I do not feel a shred of sympathy. I only find it pathetic. Serena, if you really can't hold back, go find Jaden. Stop throwing yourself at me. I have no interest in you. Frankly, you disgust me. As for your apology, if this is all the sincerity you've got, then whatever we had was a joke. I pull my hand free and push the woman in front of me away without mercy. I'm married. I will never forgive you. Isn't being with your precious Jaden good enough? From what I saw, you were doing just fine with Jaden when I wasn't around. You don't need me. We're done. I turn to open the door. Serena grabs my hand. Ethan, that's not true. I really love you. I don't like Jaden anymore. I'll never contact him again. Just give me one more chance. I'll show you my sincerity. I will show you. My only answer is a slap across her face, followed by a move she once taught me, kicking right on top of her wound. I don't need it. I don't want you. She grits her teeth, sucking in a sharp breath, and forces the pain down. In that same instant, I throw the door open and fall into the arms of the person waiting outside. Vivian holds me tight, her eyes full of worry. Ethan, are you all right? I shake my head. I'm fine. Let's go. Vivian says nothing more but glances back at Serena, her sharp eyes narrowing slightly. I have a plan forming. If marriage alone is not enough to make Serena give up, then something more is needed. Serena fights through the pain and tries to follow, but a doctor making rounds blocks her path. She watches my figure disappear and her strength drains away in an instant. She sinks onto the bed and lets the doctor tend her wounds. For the rest of her hospital stay, Serena watches me and Vivian being affectionate day after day. Somehow there is always some accident that keeps her from getting to me. Sometimes someone bumps into her and aggravates her already healing injuries. Other times, it is one near miss after another, as if the universe itself is working against her. But she knows exactly who is behind it, Vivian. Serena holds out until the day she is discharged. She has her assistant fly in countless roses and waits at the entrance of the Grand Theater. Quite a few passers-by stop to stare, drawn by the stunning sight, whispering among themselves, "Who is this gorgeous woman waiting for? Whoever it is, they're so lucky. If someone ever did this for me, I'd marry them on the spot." Hearing these words, Serena cannot help but let the corner of her lips curl up. These are my favorite roses. In the past, whenever she messed up, she would use these to apologize, and I would forgive her almost immediately. After what feels like an eternity, the dance performance ends. Dancers file out one by one. A slender young man steps through the doors. Serena instinctively walks toward him. "Ethan?" But the very next second, she freezes completely. "Jaden, what are you doing here?" The spark in her eyes instantly dies, replaced by disappointment and disgust. "Who told you to dress like this? Why are you copying Ethan?" Jaden pauses. He smiles, but the bitterness is impossible to hide. "Serena, look. You mistook me for him. Doesn't that prove I did a pretty good job? You like the way he looks. So why can't you try liking me just a little more? I can love you the same way he does." "Serena, please give up on him." His hand slithers up her shoulder like a snake, moving to press a kiss on her lips. But in one split second of clarity, my cold, distant gaze enters her line of sight. I am walking toward her. Serena snaps back to reality. A heartbeat before the kiss can land, she shoves Jaden hard to the ground. "You look nothing like him. Even a copy is still not him. I only want him." Jaden crumples to the floor, face deathly pale. A piece of his wig falls to the ground. Serena does not even notice his sorry state. She calls out to me instinctively, but I do not spare her a single glance. I walk right past her and take Vivian's hand. "Have you been waiting long?" Vivian shakes her head, a faint smile on her lips. "Not long. No matter how long, it's never too long when it's you." Even as she says this, her hand quietly slides through mine until our fingers are laced together. Seeing this, Serena's face darkens. She abandons Jaden on the ground and heads straight for me. "Ethan, I'm sorry. I came here today to formally apologize. These are all your favorite flowers. I remember everything you love. I was wrong before. I don't love Jaden anymore. Did you see what just happened?" Before I can even turn her down, Vivian steps between us. "Serena, no one fails to recognize the person they truly love. Admit it. You simply don't love Ethan enough. Otherwise, how could you mistake Jaden for him? His imitation was not even close." The moment those words land, every drop of color drains from Serena's face. Her lips tremble again and again, but nothing comes out. She has no idea how to fight back, because she genuinely did mistake Jaden for me. After replaying it in her mind, she realizes Jaden's imitation really was not convincing at all. Every gesture was clumsy. She almost cannot bring herself to look me in the eye, afraid of finding disappointment. But I am not paying attention to any of this. Instead, I tilt my head and look at the woman beside me. "How do you know me so well?" Vivian only lets out a soft laugh. "That's a secret. I'll tell you at home. But I know you far better than you think." Curiosity claws at my chest. I desperately want to know the answer. Serena sees the fascination in my eyes, and her panic grows. Interest and curiosity are where love begins. She blurts out, "Vivian, stop playing games. I was with Ethan for 7 years. I know him better than anyone. Yes, I made a mistake just now, but only because it's been so long since we've been together. What's your excuse? Don't tell me you pieced together all of Ethan's habits just from what I mentioned in casual conversations with my friends. You must have investigated him beforehand." The string of questions does plant a seed of doubt in my mind. Vivian casts a faintly disgusted glance at Jaden. "Everyone knows Jaden and I don't get along. Second, if it weren't for you, Ethan and I would have been together a long time ago. I didn't plan on telling our story here, but I've changed my mind." She looks at Serena with open contempt. "My mother and Ethan's mother were close friends. When we were children, our mothers arranged a betrothal for us. Ethan, do you still have your half of the jade pendant?" I reach for the half pendant hanging from my neck. It is white jade with a spot of crimson at its center, like a drop of blood, yet only one broken half remains. Serena had asked me about it many times before. It was chipped, imperfect. Why did I always wear it? I only ever told her it was something my parents left me, and that of course I should keep it safe. She never thought much of it. Never imagined the pendant was tied to Vivian. Vivian pulls out her own half. The two pieces fit together perfectly. "When you came to my house to play as a child, you grabbed onto this pendant and refused to let go. My father had it specially made when I was born, so I couldn't let you take it. I barely managed to get it back, but then I accidentally dropped it and it broke in two. You loved it so much that I gave you one half. Ethan, we've known each other for a very long time. Far longer than you realize." She pulls me into her arms. I nuzzle against her shoulder, lost in thought, as memories from childhood slowly sharpen into focus. "You're Vivian. From back then. You finally remember." Hearing her confirm it, I stand perfectly still. "When I was little, Vivian took care of me in every possible way. We used to play house, and I told her I would marry her when I grew up. I never imagined that childhood promise would actually come true." I cannot suppress my smile. Beside us, Serena's face turns pitch black with rage. She bites her own lip until it bleeds. She regrets everything. She wishes she had never opened her mouth. That chapter of Ethan's childhood is one she was never part of. Yet Vivian knows everything that happened during the 7 years Serena and I were together. Serena slams her fist into the car. Petals scatter across the ground. The once brilliant flowers have lost their luster. "Ethan!" she calls out instinctively, trying to pull my attention back. She never imagined that even getting me to look at her would become this hard. Behind her, Jaden is thinking the same thing. Why is there never any room for me in her eyes? What is so great about Ethan? As the thought festers, hatred creeps into his gaze. Watching me and Vivian walk away, he clings to Serena, sobbing. "Serena, please just look at me. He doesn't love you. I'm the only one who truly loves you." But Serena pushes him away, her eyes fixed on my retreating figure. "Jaden, you shouldn't like me. I'll set you up with a girlfriend. Go meet her." Jaden's hand grasps at nothing. All he can see is her back. Serena does not care what he thinks. She only cares about catching up to me. But Vivian and I go home. Serena is stopped at the gate of the residential compound, without even the clearance to enter. She has no choice but to leave. A light rain begins to fall. She does not drive. She just walks home in the rain. Staring at her cold, empty house, her heart fills with sorrow. Her temperature climbs. Her consciousness blurs. Suddenly she thinks she sees my figure in front of her. "Ethan?" She reaches out, about to touch it, when the figure vanishes. It was only a hallucination. Snapping back to reality, Serena stares at the empty house, frustration boiling over. She fumbles for her phone and dials a number burned into her memory. Ethan, I'm sick. Can you come see me? Her feeble voice travels through the phone to my ears. For a moment I barely register it, but I have no room in my mind to process her words. Vivian's lips press against the corner of my mouth, kissing me passionately, leaving no room to breathe. Clothes slip to the floor one by one. The sounds are faint, but Serena hears everything. She is no stranger to what those sounds mean. How could she not know what is happening on the other end? She hangs up in a panic, the bitterness and jealousy nearly driving her out of her mind. Ethan is mine. How can you be with her? She wants nothing more than to rush over and stop them. But she has lost the courage. After all, they are legally married. And she is nothing. Rage floods her vision with darkness, and she passes out completely. After who knows how long, Serena finally pulls through the fever. She opens her eyes and sees countless missed calls. She has no desire to check them and swipes them away. But then she sees an avalanche of congratulatory messages, wishing Ms. Su and Mr. Shen a happy marriage. Message after message all the same. Serena is completely bewildered. Then she gets another call. It is her mother. Serena, what on earth have you done? Isn't your boyfriend Ethan? Why were you having a wedding with Jaden? Is the person in the video really you? Jaden showed up at our house saying he wants to get a marriage certificate with you. What are you thinking? Explain yourself. The whole world now thinks you and Jaden are married. That lunatic posted all your videos and photos online, declaring his love and forcing your hand. If you don't marry him now, how do you expect this to end? Serena can barely believe what she is hearing. She immediately opens Jaden's social media page. The videos and photos have millions of views and likes. Tabloid accounts are blasting their fairy tale romance everywhere. The related topics sit at the very top of the trending list. What shocks her most is that even her own friends have reposted Jaden's content, adding captions like, "It's real. They're truly in love." Serena finds it absolutely absurd. She does not feel a shred of joy. She cannot figure out what is going on. Mom, I'll handle it. Give me a moment. Then she immediately calls Jaden. Jaden, what are you doing? I told you that was just a game penalty. It was never real. You can't actually think I'd marry you, can you? Delete every single piece of content you posted about me. Right now. Delete it all and issue an apology. Jaden's heart clenches, but he grits his teeth and holds his ground. Serena, I'm not deleting anything. Let's just go get our certificate. Wouldn't that be better? We already had the wedding. The whole world knows about us. Your parents have even come around. Let's get married. I'll love you forever. Forget about Ethan. Let's start fresh. After we're married, we'll be so happy. We'll have a beautiful baby. We'll grow old together. Listening to the future he paints, Serena feels nothing. That kind of future is one she only ever dreamed of with Ethan. Jaden, that will never happen. If you won't delete it, I will. The second those words leave her mouth, she hangs up and dials her assistant. Pull every trending topic related to me. Delete everything Jaden posted. I don't want to see a single topic about me on the trending list ever again. After she handles all of it, she has no idea how to explain this to me. She types and deletes, until only a few words remain. I have nothing to do with Jaden. I will never marry him. She waits and waits, but there is no reply. She has no choice but to give up. Then her parents start flooding her phone, demanding she come home to the family estate. When she arrives, she finds Jaden kneeling on the floor, his eyes red and swollen. The moment he sees her, his eyes light up. Sir, ma'am, Serena is carrying my child. Everyone in our circle knows we held a wedding. All that's missing is the certificate. Do you really want your grandchild to be born without a name, an illegitimate child, just like me? Serena's parents look furious. Jaden is illegitimate. He is on bad terms with Vivian, who currently heads the Shen family. He is nowhere near worthy of becoming the husband of the Su family's heir. Worst of all, he is just like his mother. He only knows dirty tricks. But now there is supposedly a child involved. Serena's parents are at a loss. Serena, however, stands there with eyes as black and bottomless as a pit, her tone laced with danger. You say I'm carrying your child? Funny. I don't recall us ever sleeping together. Getting pregnant out of thin air? That's quite a talent you've got. She grips Jaden by the throat. Even now, his eyes are full of obsession and reckless abandon. Serena, don't do this to me. Tears pour down his face, but no one in the room has any sympathy. Then, in an instant, Jaden's tears stop. He looks up at Serena's parents with forced defiance. Sir, ma'am, you're right to be angry at me. Serena is telling the truth. We never had a relationship. There is no child. I'll leave. I'll take my evidence with me. When he mouths those last two words, evidence, he makes no sound at all. He only moves his lips. But Serena's parents read them immediately, and a nameless fury surges through them. Seeing Jaden about to stand, Serena's mother snaps. Enough! Jaden, you're not going anywhere. We will give you an answer today. You, take Jaden aside and keep an eye on him. Addled, they call in a private doctor to examine Serena. Her mother looks at her with deep disappointment. Serena, how do we raise someone so irresponsible? Hurting Ethan was bad enough. Are you going to throw away your own future too? If you despise Jaden this much, then why did you betray Ethan in the first place? Her mother is furious, pointing at Serena's face, heaving sigh after sigh. When the private doctor arrives, he runs a full examination on Serena. To be safe, they even bring in a traditional medicine practitioner. Yet both give the same answer. Serena is pregnant. That's impossible. Serena cannot believe it. She knows her own body. Mom, Dad, Jaden must have bribed them to say this. I have never slept with him. I want my own investigation. Serena's parents immediately have the servants restrain her. Enough. Today's matter ends here. Haven't you embarrassed this family enough? Tomorrow you will go and get your marriage certificate with Jaden. All of you, if Serena refuses to go tomorrow, drag her there. That will never happen. Serena rips free from the servant's grip and bolts out the door. Her father roars after her. Get her back here. She will marry him whether she likes it or not. Jaden wipes away a few token tears, his eyes full of calculation. Serena, you forced my hand. I had no choice. The moment Serena leaves, she has her assistant pull every surveillance recording and photo from her recent activities at top speed. What she finds is something she was never meant to see. On the day of the yacht party, a camera in one corner captured the entire footage of Jaden pushing me into the sea. In the video, Jaden's unhinged expression slowly merges with the person she saw today. No. Serena watches herself see me fall into the water and then deliberately choose to rescue Jaden instead. The look of despair in my eyes burns itself into her heart. Why didn't she save me first that day? Why did she go to Jaden? She hates herself for trusting the wrong person. She never imagined the person by her side harbored such a vicious heart. If I had not been rescued that day. Serena is consumed by regret. She does not even dare finish the thought. Clip after clip, she watches herself being sweet with Jaden. For a moment she sees it all through my eyes. So this is how it looked to him. This is how it felt. Vivian has already given her a taste of that exact pain and it nearly suffocates her. She does not know how long she watches. Her eyes ache, but she does not miss a single moment where something suspicious could have happened. The footage proves her memory is correct. She and Jaden never crossed that line. Relief floods through Serena. But she immediately orders a full investigation into Jaden's activities. Looking through the evidence, she discovers Jaden did not just deceive her. He also spent a fortune buying off hospitals and doctors. Even the 2 doctors who examined her today were on Jaden's payroll. The transactions were extremely discreet. If not for the suspicious flow of money in his accounts, it would not have been caught this easily. Just then, Vivian sends her an audio file. Deal with Jaden. Attached is a detailed record of Jaden ordering servants to bribe the doctors. Serena's face turns as dark as it can get. What, you don't trust me to handle this myself? After she sends that, the reply comes fast. I just don't want Jaden to hurt Ethan anymore. I never imagined that with Ethan right by your side you still couldn't protect him. The day he fell into the water, it was my people who pulled him out. If it weren't for me, he would never have made it. Reading Vivian's words, Serena's heart skips a beat. What follows is an endless wave of regret. Vivian is not someone who takes false credit. What she says is the truth. Serena closes her eyes in agony, drowning in guilt. Every wound Ethan carries she caused. After a long time, she opens her eyes. They hold nothing but dead silence. Dawn breaks the next day. Serena tidies up quickly and heads out. Outside the civil affairs office, Jaden waits in a crisp white shirt, face full of hope. Serena, you actually came. Serena stares at him. The corner of her mouth twitches. Her voice carries a barely detectable edge. That's right, I'm here. Let's go inside and get married. Jaden grins and tugs at her sleeve, but when he sees the police officer standing behind her, his smile dies instantly. No, I will never marry you. You'd better start thinking about how to clear your own name. Serena pushes his hand away with open disgust and shoves him toward the officers. Just when everyone thinks it is finally over, Jaden snaps. He grabs Serena and drags her toward the oncoming traffic. A deafening crash. 2 bodies are thrown through the air. Screams erupt everywhere. The police scramble to call an ambulance. Jaden clings to Serena, blood spilling from his mouth, yet he still forces out the words, Serena, we can finally be together forever. Never apart. You're mine. Only mine. I will marry you. Serena, fighting through the agony, shoves him off her body. The ambulance arrives and rushes them both to the hospital. Somehow, both survive. But Serena's legs are permanently damaged and Jaden falls into a vegetative state. On the day Serena is discharged, she sits in a wheelchair, her eyes dull, staring at nothing. Then 2 people approach from across the way. The excitement and joy on my face are impossible to hide. My hands hover awkwardly, not sure where to go, brushing nervously against Vivian's belly. Finally, she cannot take it anymore. She grabs my hand and places it firmly on her stomach. If you want to feel, then feel. It's your child. Get to know them. Serena freezes where she sits. But just before my eyes can reach her, she quickly steers her wheelchair down a different path. Let it go. Don't go to him. She does not deserve to see him anymore. From this moment on, they will never have to see each other again.